This is the She-Lancer Mom Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Angela Olfest. In this podcast, we'll talk about my adventures in freelancing, my voiceover business, and everything else in between. So grab a glass and hang out with me. But next time, you bring the wine. Hello, lovelies. This is the She-Lancer Mom Entrepreneur Podcast. I am Angela Olfest. I am a voice actor, audiobook narrator, video creator, and author. And that's what I wanted to talk to you all about today, was a little something that I've been working on quite a bit in the last, maybe a few weeks now, is multiple streams of income. When you're a freelancer turned full-time business owner, the best thing you can do is to have many poles in the water, so to speak. Not that my voiceover business is doing poorly, not at all. I'm actually experiencing record months, which is fantastic. But I want to play it safe. There may be times where I don't have as much voiceover work coming in, and I want to have some other streams of income coming in to kind of fill that gap. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I am a book reseller. I have a store on Amazon. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I am a complete book nerd, total book nerd. It was the reason I got into voiceover, believe it or not. But I go on hunts for books. I go to the Goodwill. I find them online using Zen Arbitrage. And I find books that are inexpensive, and then I turn around and sell them on Amazon FBA. But lately, I was thinking of different ways that I can branch out even further. I'm working on a few different courses just to share my knowledge of different things that people may want to learn themselves. I think talking about the courses will come probably at a later date once I have a little more of a cohesive plan. I do have some ideas going, but and I've actually started to film one of them, but don't want to talk about those just yet. But another thing that I am currently doing is writing books. I'm actually writing books. And I'm super excited about it. Super, super excited about it. I can't tell you what they're about just yet, but that will come, I'm sure, with time. What I wanted to talk about was really just the importance of having multiple streams of income. You're a business owner and you have all this income coming in, but it's from a business that requires you to be present, for you to be available, for you to fulfill the client's need. What about having income that comes from things that are more passive, things that are available to download and pay for while you're sleeping? Those are the things that I want to focus on because I want to build streams of income that pay me while I don't need to be in the studio, or while I'm in the studio and I'm making money while I'm recording voiceover, or while I'm in the studio recording voiceover and making money with something else. It's just another little bit of padding to get me through some of the slower months, or the months that maybe I want to take a vacation. Maybe I want to take a few days off and spend some time with the family, go out of town, that sort of thing. So the importance of having multiple streams of income is super important, but they don't necessarily have to revolve around your business. And I know that some people will probably disagree with me on that. Some people will probably say that you need to keep your streams of income revolving around your business, relevant to your business. So it doesn't, because these other streams of income possibly will also reflect your brand. And I get that. I totally get that. But I have lots of different interests, and there's nothing that says that I can't discover them and to take part and do the things that I want to do that will make me money on the side. There's all these things that I've always wanted to do, even before I discovered voice acting and editing audio and creating videos and all of the awesome things that I get to do every day. There still are other things that I like and have always liked. Like, for instance, books. Now I get to resell them. Now I'm writing them. And then I will, of course, convert those to audiobooks as well to double up on each project. So I'm so excited about that. I really am. And creating courses will be fabulous because I get to share what I have spent the last few years learning myself and possibly even help someone kind of skip some steps and to guide them away from the mistakes that I made. I would love to be able to share that with someone else that has been where I was just a few years ago, sitting in a office, just feeling so unfulfilled and not necessarily depressed, but I just felt like I could be doing more. There could be more that I could contribute, more that I could do that was creative. I've always been a very creative person. Before I got into the automotive industry, I worked in construction, actually. I used to build animal exhibits for a company in California. I got to travel the world and build with my hands and create natural-looking environments. It was great. I loved it. And then I moved to Arizona. And then I discovered the car business, in which I stayed for 20 years. And that is a whole different series of podcasts. But during that time, I was involved with one of my other loves, which is cars. I am total car nut as well. I've always loved cars. I'm that girl that played with Hot Wheels instead of Barbies. I've had a lot of different cars in my lifetime. Working in the car business made it that much easier to trade in and trade out and trade up. So I did that a lot in my younger years, but not so much toward the end. I kind of got, set in my ways and liked what I liked, and I've stuck with the same car for the last few years. But anyway, it was one of the things that I really enjoyed, and it was one of my passions was cars. But towards the end of that career, I began to feel like I was not doing enough, that I was not happy anymore with it. I mean, yeah, I got to drive really cool cars all the time, but it wasn't really fulfilling. I knew that I wanted more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to express my creativity, which you can't really do in an office. So that was when I decided to embrace it. And I discovered voiceover one day and completely fell in love with it. And narrating audiobooks is amazing. So this one is short and sweet, but that's what I wanted to share with you. And to stress was the importance of having more than one stream of income, especially when you're self-employed. But if you have a full-time job, you can still have one or two or more streams of additional income. So you don't have to rely on that day job. Maybe pick one of them and take it full-time, like I did. It's an amazing feeling. It really, really is. So I encourage you to give it a try. Start out small. Make yourself an Amazon FBA store and sell stuff around your house. Go to Ross or Target and check out the clearance aisles. Use the little scanner that Amazon gives you and check and see what you can sell it for. Put it online, sell it. Make yourself a bookstore. Create a website, make yourself a bookstore, and sell books through there. Pick something that you can make a digital download from or out of, and sell that. Websites can accommodate almost anything that you want to sell. If you want to write books, write books. If you want to create courses, maybe you have a very interesting job that requires a very specific skill. Share that and get paid for it. People will pay for that knowledge that you have. So go and do it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So that is my episode for today. I hope I encouraged you just a little bit to give something a try for another stream of income. If not one, maybe a couple. If not, that's fine too. But maybe just think about it. Break out of that 9-to-5 that you hate and give something else a try. You never know what you might just fall in love with and be able to do full time for the rest of your days. So that is my episode for today. Again, I really hope that I've helped somebody or sparked a little bit of curiosity or maybe given you some sort of ideas. But that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. If you have any comments, please let me know. I'll put my contact information in the show notes. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Thank you for listening to Sheelancer, Mom Entrepreneur. Please subscribe and leave a review. Your support is greatly appreciated. We'll see you next time.